the role of government is supposed to be to run the country. We're going to run the country effectively and efficiently, and we're just going to try and benefit everyone who lives in this country by really sort of just from the top down, making sure everything runs smoothly and well. And for the benefit of the people of this country, we go to work. That is the PR-facing image of the government. In actual fact, what the governments of Western nations are employed to do is to completely destroy the morale, the social makeup, the economic prosperity of the country, to completely and utterly devastate it subversively. Like they're not trying to do this so that you can see them doing it. They're trying to do this without you noticing. And the ultimate goal is to turn every first world country into a third world country, and to have just the most kind of extreme top-down control of citizens that they can possibly fathom. So right the way down the line, I say right the way down the line, could be only a few years, is complete control over whether you're allowed to buy anything or sell anything. The mark of the beast is how the Bible describes this. So unless you take the mark of the beast, you won't be able to buy or sell. But you can already see little tendrils of this back in the old COVID-19 days. You know, if you don't take this injection, that'll probably make you really unwell. You can't go on holiday if you don't have a COVID test. You can't go into this room. If you don't do this, you can't do that. And the subterfuge here is this is all done for your own safety. This is how the government get away with this kind of stuff. It's like, we've got to keep you safe. We're so desperate to keep you safe. Whenever you hear the government say, we're doing this new thing to keep you safe, you always got to be like, right, wait a minute. Because whenever they do their worst stuff, they're always doing it under the guise of, we got to make you safe. And that is their end goal. Okay, this sort of Black Mirror, weird, satanic world where you're not allowed to do anything unless your overlords say so, and then, the devil can really, really be in control. They want to take away your ability to exercise your God-given rights, essentially. Your right. You're a sovereign human being, and you've got the right to make decisions about your own life. You're incredibly powerful as a human being. The Spirit of God is within you. You're incredibly powerful, but they want to maneuver you into a world where you feel as though you really don't have any choices to make whatsoever. So that is their end goal. The first step they need to take to bring you there is to bring in some sort of digital ID. Okay? They need to link everything you do to a digital system. They can't have you out there paying for things in cash, showing people a piece of paper, because that cannot be controlled centrally. Do you understand? For example, if you have some identification, someone will look at that and then they'll let you in, or they'll let you do this thing, that cannot be controlled separately. That cannot be just turned off in an office in Brussels, for example. Whereas, if they can get everything to revolve through this digital imprint of you, they can then rule over this digital imprint of you. Absolutely. You've used too many carbon credits this week. You can't have any red meat, and the supermarket meat thing won't open to you, and this is where we're going. A sort of Black Mirror episode, but for the rest of your life. That's where they want to go. But in order to get you there, they need you to sign up for a digital ID. Now, bearing in mind everything I've just said, that's what you stand to lose if they bring in digital ID. They're going to have to sell you, hey, you've got so much to gain from this digital ID. And this is their attempt to do so. This advert. Ready?
Right, mate?
Right, mate. Can I get a pint of lager, please?
Yeah, of course. Can I just see some ID?
Yeah, no worries. I've got this somewhere here.
First thing I'd like you to notice at this point is the kind of Laurel and Hardy music they play in the background. Like, this guy is a complete idiot. Dum dum ding 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 dum dum. Like, oh, just let me try and open my wallet. Because what they're trying to sell you here is that opening a wallet and giving someone a piece of ID is a nightmare scenario that has all these ramifications of catastrophe. Okay? They need to convince you that going, there you are, mate, is life-changingly difficult. And the first way they're going to do this is they're going to play stupid music in the background to try and make you feel like anyone who's getting a piece of ID out of a wallet is this sort of scarecrow-brained idiot. Dude, how much of an impatient jerk is this bartender? He's like, can I see some ID? And the guy's like, yeah, 1 second. It's literally been like that long. And the bartender's like, like he's been like 45 minutes or something. The guy's been like 3 seconds. I have been going to bars, pubs, restaurants for 20 years, over 20 years. I have never in my life spilled my wallet all over the floor, or I have never seen anyone come close to spilling their wallet all over the floor. And I'm talking about completely intoxicated people that can barely stand up. They're able to produce a card from the wallet without... I bet you that scene took like 50 takes. I bet you somebody had to stand off the camera and just sort of throw the cards in, because it is almost impossible to empty your wallet onto the floor of a pub, even if you're trying to do so. This is something that has maybe happened to 1 in every 10 million people, that they've spilled their wallet all over the floor of the pub. And guess what? Guess what the consequences are if you spill your wallet all over the pub? Do you go to prison? Do you become terminally ill? No. You know what you do? You pick up the contents of your wallet, and in 5 seconds' time, you have them in your hand, and it's all over. Okay? That is what the government is telling you needs to change. This is this giant problem that, in order to fix, we need to roll out a multi-billion-pound digital identification scheme. Do you really believe them? Do you really think that's why we need to do this? Do you really believe the government are telling the truth in this advert? Do you really believe that somebody in government has signed off billions of pounds to solve the problem of the occasional person spilling the contents of their wallet onto the floor of a pub? That is really how you believe local government operates. Okay, then.
Hi, can I have a pint of Christmas cracker, please?
No, you can't. I'm sorry. We just looked up your digital ID and you don't have enough carbon credits. That's what the future will actually look like if stuff like this goes through.
Certainly.
I know it's a surprise for everyone, but I don't get asked for my ID anymore. But for loads of young people, they get asked all the time when they want to buy a drink.
So what? Isn't that how it should work? Dude, if I'm 18 years old, I finally get to have an alcoholic drink, and all I have to do is go into my wallet and produce an ID, I am fine with this. Where are the 18-year-olds who are like, you know what, this is absolutely killing me having to produce a card from my wallet? When will the suffering end?
So we're changing the law so that next Christmas, young people will have their ID on their phone, so they won't have all of the hassle of needing to get ID or leaving their ID at home or their paper ID getting lost or damaged.
I really want you to lock in here. People that watch this channel that think, there's nothing wrong with the government, you're conspiracy theorists, the government, they're all so friendly and nice. Do you really believe what the government just told you via this ridiculous advert and actor that's supposed to be all friendly and nice? And, you know, you really believe that the government are rolling out this giant digital identification scheme, changing the law? They're rolling this huge, complicated thing out so that young people don't have to open their wallet. That's really what you think they're doing? You really think they're spending billions of pounds to stop young people from having to carry a wallet and open it and go, there's a card? Something that human beings have done for hundreds of years with literally no consequences whatsoever. Do you really stop and think this is what they're telling you is the reason for this? Do you honestly believe this is something the government are devoting their time to solve that problem that they just showed you, that literally doesn't exist for anyone? How many other problems like this have you seen the government spend billions of pounds to try and solve? You are being lied to by the government 100% here. Why? Why? Ask why.
There's already 50 digital apps like this one. But what it means is that bar staff can scan to prove somebody's identity, and it doesn't give away any personal information. So it means that giving your ID is safer than it's ever been before.
Do you see how they can't resist it? They can't resist making it about your safety. Whenever they're going to do something really nefarious, they have to say to you, this is for your safety, even if it's obviously not. You're telling me, since when have you gone to get a drink, right? And, you know, the bar lady says, hey, can I have a look at your ID? And you show your ID, and she photographically memorizes your information and then kills you. When has this ever happened? This hasn't even happened in a movie. This hasn't even happened in fiction. Okay? And even if by some weird miracle stroke coincidence this happened like once, that would not be a reason to roll out a giant digital identification scheme, now would it?
Changes like these are going to create economic growth for our country, which is key to our plan for change.
This is going to cause economic growth, is it? This is. People not having to get a card out of their wallet is going to cause economic growth. How? Do you notice? They're not going to tell you how it's going to cause economic growth. How many billions of pounds do you think are being lost by people once every 10 years going, oh no, I dropped a card and picking it up off the floor? You think that's what's causing the problems? It's not the hyperinflation and all that kind of stuff. Oh no, it's this.
There you are.
Great, thanks. You can put it on the tab. So this means by next Christmas, buying a pint will be a little bit easier.
Great. Yeah, all good. There you go, mate. Cheers. £7.20, please. London prices. Merry Christmas.
You know, so they can't resist rubbing your face in it, that because of their financial system's impending collapse, which is by design, that you can't basically afford to do anything, that a pint is like £7 now. They can't resist rubbing it in your face. It's like now buying a pint is going to be even easier. Since when was buying a pint hard, or even like not ridiculously easy? Do you honestly believe that the government is spending all this money on digital identification to make you buying a pint easier, young people? How many people do you think work in the government department of making it easier for young people to buy a pint of lager? Thanks very much for checking out the video. There's a link in the description if you want to support the channel financially. Someone's got to be out here doing this stuff. It's not going to be on the television. If you don't support me, this channel will be gone forever. Send me some money. Just kidding. Enjoy the rest of your day. We're back. The Christmas break is over. I love you very much. God bless. Bye.